Hey, I'm back. Um, so I tried to record this video. Well, I did. I did record this video like a week ago, and for some reason, it just disappeared. And I was so annoyed because I really wanted to record this video and not have to redo it. But since I know that some of you guys really want this video, especially some of my best friends, League of the Funny Nerd, Far Belong, um, SNES Mapper probably also wants this video. Probably, I'm sure there's more people, but I'm just naming a couple that I know for sure likes my videos at least. So I recorded this video, like I said, a week ago, and when I wanted to upload it, for whatever reason, it was gone. So I was really mad, and I thought, I'm never gonna make another video. Well, here I am again. Had a couple of beers. That's what makes me calm, so easier for me to talk. Probably gonna fucking mix my words or whatever to you, but I'm a Swede after all, so I mean, you know, shit happens, I guess. So yeah, anyway, the point of this video is that this video I've been wanting to make since at least January of this year. It's all the games that I played in 2020, which on this list is 81 games. I might have probably played some other games too, but maybe I didn't include them for whatever reason. But I have a list and I have ranked them. The only reason I ranked them though is because Fabri, Alon, um, Fabrizio told me like, why don't you rank them? And I was like, because I only kind of wanted to put them in whatever order, and maybe the top 10 would be top 10 or top 5 or something. But yeah, so here I'm gonna try again to record this video, and I really hope it works this time so I can upload it, because I'm for sure not redoing this a third time. So I really hope I can upload it because I want you guys to see this, even though it's not going to be anything amazing, and but yeah. Anyway, so the first game, or not the first, I guess the 81st game, is Man of Medan. It's the same people that made Heavy Rain, uh, Detroit Become Human. There's more games. Fahrenheit or Nine. I don't know what the hell it's called. It's called different in the US, I know, but it's called Fahrenheit in Europe at least. Yeah, this game was a big disappointment because I loved Heavy Rain when I played it. Beyond Two Souls, yeah, that's the name. That game I only tried, but I also liked it. This game was such a big disappointment. It's the same kind of game, it's different choices and whatever, shit like that, but it's probably not the worst game I played. It's probably an okay game overall, but since it was such a big disappointment, and I really loved, like I said, Heavy Rain, and Detroit Become Human, I thought was great. It was unfortunate that Man of Medan it wasn't better. It was unfortunate because I really wanted to like this game, and like I said, it was okay, but I bought the Dark Pictures anthology. I don't remember who made these games. I don't know what they're called. Um, it's for sure not Quantic Dream, at least as far as I know. I'm pretty sure they're called something else. This is like anthology. So there's 3 games so far. I don't know how many games they're trying to make, but when I bought this, A Little Hope was also out. So since I was so disappointed with Man of Medan, I just started A Little Hope, and I was like, I'm done with this shit. Even though I wanted to play that game, but I never did. So I mean, I'm sure it's dirt cheap now, and I can probably go back and try it again, but for now, no. I know that there was a game came out this year too. I don't remember what it's called right now. I've seen some gameplay. It's similar. It's scary. It's different choices, saves different people and whatever. So, but yeah. Anyway, it's an okay game, maybe. I don't know. I was probably salty also, but yeah. The next game we have Parasite Eve Third Birthday. which is for sure not a Parasite Eve game, but they decided to call it that. Also a big disappointment. This is more like a third-person shooter, and it doesn't have any fucking tension or it's not scary or anything. The first game is amazing. The second game is good at least. Gameplay is really good in the second one. This one is no, it's not good. It's okay maybe, but such a big disappointment because Aya Brea is one of the best female characters ever, and why couldn't you make a third proper game instead? Swear Enix, whatever the fuck you're called, by that for like 10 years ago. But yeah, Parasite Eve third birthday. I mean, if you like the Parasite Eve games, even though they're not anything like that, try it, I guess. I don't know if this game is $500 or if it's like $20. I don't know. I don't keep up really. It could be 500. I wouldn't be surprised because all the games are fucking insanely expensive now. So yeah, if you sell sealed Super Mario 3 or 1 or whatever for like millions, uh, games can go for whatever. Fucking what games. Bullshit. But anyway, uh, the next game is My Name is Mayo. This is like a platinum cash grab game that I just bought because I was into platinums for a couple months. So I was like, yeah, this is like $2, $1 maybe. I was like, I'll get it. And click for like 10, 15,000 times. It was just a game that I got in the spare of the moment, I guess, because I was really into platinums and I got a lot of them for a while, but stopped because a lot of games, they're not really worth getting a platinum for. If I don't like a game, I for sure wouldn't get a platinum for it. So, and depending on what you have to do to get a platinum too, it's bullshit sometimes. But yeah, anyway, My Name is Mayo. I know there's a second one. Probably never gonna play that, but who knows? I don't know. Maybe if I want to feel good about myself and get a stupid easy platinum, even though I have other games that I can get platinum for and they deserve to get a platinum, who knows? Next game is Fragments of Midnight. This is like a 2D platformer-ish game. This is also like a fucking game that you can get platinum in like an hour maybe. You have to do different challenges. You have to beat the level in like under 5 minutes. You have to beat it without dying and shit like that. Like every trophy you get is like a gold, I think, except platinum, obviously. But yeah, it's probably like, I don't even know if it's $1, maybe. I have no idea. Anyway, the next game is Super Destronaut DX. This is like a shooter game. Shoot 'em up, shmup, whatever you want to call it. Horizontal, I think it's called. Shooter. This is also like a game that you can get a platinum for like 15 minutes. I don't know who got this game and like said this is like a super easy platinum. I think it was Leo actually, but I'm not completely sure. It might have been though, but yeah, that game is not good at all. It's like a basic fucking worthless shit shooter. But when you're into platinums and you can find cheap games and fast platinums, I mean, why not? Okay, next game we have Bound by Flame. This is like a Souls-like, as the community call it, game. This was like one of the first ones. This is a game that released very early on the PS4. It's also on PS3, probably Xbox 360, maybe Xbox One. It's not that good, to be honest. It's alright. I beat it. I'm never gonna play it again. It's alright, but it's fine. But Bound by Flame, it's a typical difficult, but compared to Dark Souls games or like From Software games, this one actually has difficulty you can choose. So it can be kind of easy, it can be very difficult. So that's what I don't really like about difficulties. If a game has difficulties, I'm not going to play the hardest because there's no point. I would probably play maybe normal or even easier because a game like Dark Souls doesn't have difficulties. Yeah, sure, you can make it easier in different ways, but it doesn't have a per se, difficulty option. So But yeah, the game is eh. Okay, next place we have Dead or Alive 6. Super cheap game that I just bought. Beat like the arcade mode and whatever. Played a couple hours. Very basic game. I gave it to Daniel, one of my best friends, and I don't think he's tried it, but I mean, you don't have to try it because I'm telling you it's not good, so it's okay. And it was like $8 when I bought it, maybe less, so. Oh, it's so warm in here, but anyway. The next one we have Mafia, the remake that came out. Yeah, it came out last year, like August, I think. This is, I don't know, very basic GTA game, you know, it's typical open world game. Nothing special. It's I really like the one on the PC from 2003 or 2002. But this one, I missed over open world games. Some open world games I'll play because they might be with different games, you know, series that maybe haven't had it before. But like games like Assassin's Creed, but I'm not gonna play again. So, but yeah, Mafia, nothing special, like I said. I don't know. If you like open world games, I'm sure it's super cheap. The story is alright, but eh. Oh, it's so fucking warm in here, Jesus Christ. Maybe I've been getting too drunk, or maybe I'm just nervous, I don't know. Or maybe it's actually warm, I have no idea. I'm actually sitting in a hoodie, so I mean, yeah. I think I actually might open the window. And I don't do any cuts, so just deal with it, I guess. Okay, it's open. It's not even cold outside, really, so we'll see how this goes, I guess. The next game we have Unravel. Very cool game. Played this with my wife. It's a Swedish developed game, I'm pretty sure. Plays like a, what would you call it? Like a creature that's made of yarn. Yeah, Yarny, I'm pretty sure the character is called actually. Um, really like the settings, the world, the what would you say? The levels, I guess. It's like based in different places in Sweden, so they have like made it the way it looks in real life, and it's a really good game. I'm not sure why I put it this far down, but I don't know. This game is really good though, so it should probably be higher up. But when you're not forced necessarily, but like when you get a decision to like, you should make a list, then you probably don't want to sit there forever. And it took a long time to make this list, so. But that game it's really good. If you haven't tried it, you should. I'm not sure if it's in Game Pass or anything. I'm pretty sure it's on like EA Games or whatever the fuck it's called. You know, their thing that costs like a couple of bucks a month. So if you want to try it out, you should try it because it's really good. Anyway, next one we have Rondo of Blood. This is a 2D side scroller, older game. Pretty sure it's on PC Engine from the beginning, from the early 90s. Cool game, very difficult. I got all the trophies for this game. You have to beat it with different characters. You know, some of them are real easy to beat, some of them are not easy to beat, but it's not that many levels, so it doesn't take that long to beat per se. I mean, you're gonna die a lot because you have that classic when you get hit, you fly back thing. So, but with Maria, it's much easier. So when you save her, you can choose to play with her, and yeah, the game is gonna get much easier. But if you want to beat it with other characters, then it's gonna be much tougher. I can say that much. Okay, next one we have Undertale. Scott, Ultimate Flood 1. It's not a favorite game, I guess, but one of his favorite games. And yeah, sure, the game is It's unique for sure. The game is from like 2015 or something, 2016. I don't know when it came out, something like that. I'm glad I played it though. Overall, I think the game is good, mostly because the system, the battle system is really interesting, and you can like do runs when you don't even kill anyone, which is interesting. Yeah. So I got the platinum for this game. Very easy platinum, didn't take that long. But like I said, it's a unique game, but it's not one of the best games ever. So I'm sorry, but if I played it in 2015, who knows if I thought better, but cool game for sure, overall at least. Okay, next one we have Soul Calibur 6. Fighting game, love Soul Calibur. This one probably down here because I don't play any fighting games anymore. I still love these games with like weapon-based combat. The game is, it was fun for a couple of hours. Also picked this up very cheap, and maybe I'll play more of it. Because sometimes I play fighting games with my friends. Not often, but it used to happen before at least, especially PlayStation 1 era. But also been playing a couple of fighting games on PS4. So for like a couple of years ago, we used to do that. And like I said, I still have this game, so maybe I don't play these games online, but I would play them with friends. That's the only reason I would get them, or to like beat the arcade mode or the story mode or whatever. I'm not gonna get for platinum or anything shit like that. So, but the game is still good. Okay, next we have FIFA 2020. The FIFA games have been the same for the last, I don't even know, 5 years maybe. Not many improvements. Still like to play the FIFA games. Usually like beat a season with a game, Barcelona, Arsenal, Milan maybe. My team in Sweden, Djurgården maybe. That's what I usually do. I play season with them and I'm done. And then I play with my friends sometimes. Um, Usually Adam, because he likes to play FIFA and NHL. So, but I don't know. I don't feel like spending a lot of money on these games anymore because they're the same. They used to maybe look a little better. The gameplay is about the same. The like yeah, sure, the rosters are different, but who cares? Really, it's the same game. So, okay, next one we have another football game or soccer game, as you fucking Americans call it. Pro Evolution Soccer 2020. This game actually surprised me. This was actually really fun. I haven't played a Pro Evolution game in a long time. I love to play them in like early 2000s, mid 2000, around there on the PS2. Like those games are like the best fucking football games ever made. So fucking fun. We played like all night, like from like I don't know, before midnight to like early morning sometimes because it was so much fun. I loved that, and like people came there and we played these games so much. It was so much fun. I wish. I mean, I can always play PS2 games, I guess, but I wish they would make a sports game like that again because obviously you can play them online, but it's not the same thing. So, but yeah, I love Pro Evolution Soccer, especially on the PS2. This one is good. I also tried the 2021 version this year, the free-to-play version. That was absolute fucking shit. That's very unfortunate. But yeah. Okay, then we have Australian Open Tennis 2 or AO Tennis 2. Love the tennis games. This game, very disappointing, unfortunately. So mad that they can make a good tennis game again. It's so fucking annoying. I loved like the top spin games from like the first one came on PC and Dreamcast. I don't think it came on anything else that I know at least. Um, and yeah, all the four top spin games, especially the fourth one from 2010 maybe 12, 2011 even maybe. That game is probably fucking the best tennis game ever made. It's so much fun. I have so many hundred hours in that game, maybe 1,000 hours actually, just playing on the hardest difficulty against, you know, I would play as Djokovic probably, even though Federer is my favorite tennis player of all time. And like I play Djokovic, Nadal, and you fucking Nadal can like get every ball. He's so fast. He hits everything back. It was so much fun to play in hardest difficulty because it was a challenge sometimes, but I played it so much and I got so good at it. So that's probably a game I should have played online actually, because I probably wasn't pretty good with that. But I wish they fucking made a tennis game like that again because oh, it was so fucking good. The tennis games, Tennis World Tour, and Australian Open, the games like Tennis World Tour was like I guess good because I played so much on the career when you make an own character. That was fun, but the gameplay in those games are so shit. So I might go back and try the Australian Open, the one that I'm talking about here again. I haven't tried Tennis World Tour the second one though. The first one though I have played a lot of, like probably at least 100 hours. But I maybe go back and try the other one because there's not a lot of tennis games that's coming out. So hopefully someone finally makes a good tennis game because I really miss them and I love them so much. So I really hope that the people that made Topspin makes another game or something like that. Okay, next game we have NBA 2K 2020. Basketball game, obviously. This game is fun. I don't know how much I played of this. A decent amount, I guess. It's fun to play against friends. I mostly played against my wife's brother in this game though, online. That's a lot of fun. I love Golden State and especially Stephen Curry that also just broke the record of most three-pointers ever, which is awesome because he's fucking great. And anyway, but this game, like I said, it's good. It's a lot of fun, but it's tough to put a sports game higher than this, I guess. Which is fine because you know sports games come out every year. I guess technically Assassin's Creed games and fucking what else? Call of Duty games come out every year too. So it's not like I play them though, but you know just to compare, I guess. Okay, next one we have Spyro the Dragon. I bought the trilogy on the Switch because my wife really wanted to play the first one, so we played it together. We beat this one. We didn't beat the other two because they were so different. This one is really good. The other ones were no a disappointment because they're so different than the first one. This one was a lot of fun though. I played this on PlayStation 1, you know, back in the day also, but yeah, I don't know. I've beaten a lot of games, so I mean, even if these games are good or even pretty good, they're still gonna end up far down because I beat so many games. So I'm not saying it's a bad game, it's actually a good game. The first one is a good game, the other ones are not really. Next one we have Remothered, Broken Porcelain. Porcelain, I don't know how to say that, I think it's that. This is like a survival horror game similar to Clock Tower, Haunting Ground, you know, like stealthy game where you like have to hide from the enemies and stuff like that. A lot of fun. Kind of glitchy when I played it at least, but they might have fixed that now. This is still a really cool game that's probably cheap, at least on the digital version, but it could be expensive because horror games, especially like survival horror games, I guess, which this kinda is, even though you can't really, well, you can kill, you know, but you should mostly just hide. I'm not sure if this is expensive or not, but on digital it's not expensive at all, at least. So it might be on Game Pass on Xbox too. So you should try it at least for sure if you haven't. Okay, next one we have Days Gone. Overall, I think this game is good. Once again, I don't really like open world games, but still, this game is pretty cool. You know, zombies, swarms of zombies that fucking chase you. The like settings are nothing special really, but it's cool. You can get chased from like by like hundreds of zombies. You know, the story is nothing great. But the gameplay is pretty fun, and the story is okay. But there's some things that are cool about the game, though, and so overall it's a good game. And I know that this game has like a PS5 upgrade, so I didn't play this in 60 FPS. So if you haven't played it, I mean, I'm sure it's cheap or it's gonna get cheap, and I know that they're gonna make a second one, and they didn't get to do that. Maybe, who knows? Maybe in the future, you never know, because any fucking game can get released. You know, Shenmue 3 got released 2019. When did the second one come out? Like 2001 or 2? So I mean, always have hope and never never stop dreaming, because games can always come. Especially now when you can crowdfund and you have fucking Patreon. You know, not Patreon. You know what the fuck I mean. You know, I don't understand. I don't remember what it's called. But you know, where you can send money to them pretty much to fund the game. You know what I mean. But whatever. I'm a little drunk, so yeah. Anyway, next game is Simon's Quest. This is probably my favorite one on the NES, even though most people hate this one. Um, the second and third one are really good games. This game has a lot of nostalgia for me. Maybe that's also why I prefer it more. It's very different. It's kind of like compared to Zelda and Zelda Link's Adventure, I think it's called, on the NES. Link's Adventure is so different from the first one, but it's still really good. This one I think is awesome. You know, 2D side scroller game. It's not like the first one. You can go into villages here. You have like a world map, kinda. And you know, when it becomes night, like monsters come out to chase you. So if you're in the city and it becomes night, then the people that you see, they might be monsters instead. So you might have to fight them. So very cool game, and very ahead of its time, I think, on the NES at least. I'm not sure. It feels like the Zelda 2 game came out before this, but I'm not sure. This game, I'm not sure when it got released. Maybe it's from either like 1990 or like around there at least. Maybe it's 89, you know. It's around there somewhere, but I'm not sure. But still, it's a really cool game, and I know most people don't like this one compared to the other ones, but you know, when you play games as a child, you get strong bonds with some games. So, you know, okay, have some more beer. Next one we have Einhanda. Very cool shooter that's made by Squaresoft in end of 90s, I guess, 1998, 99, maybe something like that. Also a very good game, very short game. There's only like 7 levels, maybe, or something like that. It can be kind of difficult, but you know, a lot of these shooters are usually difficult. So, but still, really cool that Square made a game like that, like this, because they mostly just made you know, Japanese RPGs at that time, which I'm not complaining, because it's one of the best eras for RPGs ever. So yeah, and but still, they like branched out. They made a Chocobo racing game. You know, they try different things. You can't really do that anymore because games take so long to develop, and it's so much money to like spend, and you can lose so much money from getting, you know, stuff like that. So that's unfortunate, because the PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2 era with, you know, Xbox, GameCube, Game Boy Advance, they had a lot of experiment, like they experienced a lot, like experimented a lot with different games. But yeah, it's cool that Square still made a game like that, and the soundtrack is awesome in that game too, and the graphics are really good. Yeah. Next one we have Caligula Effect Overdose. Very cool JRPG, you know, school setting, kind of like Persona. Not really, but kind of, you know. The graphics are really good. The gameplay is very original. It's very interesting. Um, it's like coat a new paint. Honestly, it's very refreshing. So if you haven't tried this game, or if you haven't seen how the battle system is, because it's for sure very different than most games, you should take a look at it, because I think it's a really cool game. There's also a sequel that came out this year. Haven't played that yet. Who knows if I ever will, you know. We'll see. But this game is really good still. Next we have Yakuza 3. This is out of the 7 technically, I guess, with Yakuza 0, you know, Yakuza 1 to 6 plus 0. This might be the worst one gameplay wise, but I mean, if you would compare this one to the PS2 Yakuza 1 and Yakuza 2, then obviously this is better. But I'm talking about, you have Yakuza Kiwami and Yakuza Kiwami 2, so if you go like that, this one is for sure the worst game, I think. Story is really good still, you know, the mini games are crazy as usual. There's so much you can do. This is like a very early PS3 game, and it still looks good, even if it's remastered, you know, that you can play it now. I still love Yakuza, you know, the whole series. This is probably the weakest one, and still it's really good overall still. You know, the battle system is very stale, you know. It's such an old game, so I mean, I kind of wish they made Yakuza Kiwami 3, 4, and 5 even, but unfortunately they haven't, and you know, you never know, they might one day, but we'll see. It's still cool that they remastered 3, 4, 5 on PS4 and Xbox One, Series X, S, and you know, I would have loved if they made a remake of the 5th one, because that's my favorite. So, I mean, you never know. One day it might come. It's not impossible, at least. I really hope that they release Ishin and Kensan, also the samurai ones. They're also really good games. I played them before, so the only ones I haven't played is like the PSP ones that I don't remember what it's called. They're really cool. They look really good on PSP. It's a different protagonist, you know, that you play as. So, but the game looks really good. It's like Tiger something, I think it's called if you translate it, but I don't remember. It might be Ryuga Toku something something, you know. I'm not sure. But anyway, yeah, really good game. Then we have Control. Got the platinum for this game, so I'm not saying I didn't like the game, because I did. It's a good game. It may be a really good game. But it's such an overrated game in my opinion. Everyone was like, this is the best game of this year. No, you know, everyone was like praising it. Yeah, sure. Praise it, but it's for sure not even close to one of the best games that year. Like Resident Evil 2 is probably, the remake's probably the best game of that year, you know. You have Devil May Cry 3. 3, lol. You have Devil May Cry 5, I mean. You have fucking Death Stranding, you know. A lot of people don't like that, but still. You have Shenmue 3. That game is, I guess, not amazing, but still. I'm just saying that you have that game too, so yeah, no. Control is for sure not the best game of that year, but the um, how you can like throw like objects and stuff, and like, you know, make them, you like make them levitate, and you throw them at people, and you can throw back bullets, and you know, the shit and the abilities that you can do is really cool in the game, but it's for sure not like one of the best games of that year. But it's still a really good game. But it's still very overrated in my opinion. But it's on PlayStation 5 and Xbox Series XS now, so try it. Because the game is cool, so. Okay, next one you have Trials of Mana. Action RPG from Square Enix. A remake of Seiken Densetsu 3, I guess? That never got released outside of Japan, not officially at least. Awesome action RPG. The graphics in this remake are really awesome, like really bright colors, really fun gameplay. Battle system is really fun. There's different branches you can take. There's like different endings. There is a lot of difficulties that you have to beat it on. I got platinum for this one too, by the way. Yeah, you have to beat it a couple of times to like see everything, because some bosses you can only fight depending on what you do. which is cool. It gives it a lot of more gaming time, to spend a lot more time on it, which is awesome. I don't know how many hours I played on it, probably 40 hours at least. If you play on one of the harder difficulties, this you probably grind a lot, but um, like the final true boss is very difficult in this game, I think. I'm not sure if you actually have to be the highest level. I don't remember. I haven't played this once for like 1.5 years or something like that, but still the game is really cool. I'm glad that I finally played this game because I really wanted to play Second Densetsu on the Super Famicom, or like, a translated version that someone, translated by himself, but I never did, so I'm glad I finally played it. Next we have Rise, Son of Rome. Really cool Xbox One release game. I don't remember if you play as like I'm pretty sure it's like the Roman Empire, back then. And it's like a third-person action game, which there's gonna be a lot of on this list that I was like laughing about last time when I made this list too, because every game I'm talking about eventually feels like it's gonna be like that. Because yeah, but yeah, this game is fun. The gameplay is awesome. The graphics still look great, even though it's a release game on Xbox One. If you haven't played this game, it's probably dirt cheap. It's for sure on Game Pass. Otherwise too, probably. If not, it's super cheap for sure. So try it out if you haven't, because I recommend it actually. It's a pretty good game overall, and it really holds up well, even though it's from 2013. So that's 8 years ago. So not bad. Next one we have Hellblade Sacrifice Sacrifice. Also a very cool game. It's kind of about like mental issues, I guess, like anxiety, depression. I recommend that you play this with headphones though. I mean, I'm not saying that I did, but that's what they say. I would if I had headphones, but I don't really, because some things that you hear in like your head, you can kind of only hear if you have headphones on. So it's more like immersive if you do that, but still a really cool game. Second one is apparently coming out next year. It's gonna be free on Game Pass. Well, free. You have to still have to pay for the service, but if you have Game Pass, it's on there on day one, which is cool. So if I get a Series X, which I hope I can get in like the second or like second quarter of next year, like summertime or spring maybe, because I want one also for Game Pass, because you can play so many games and you can save so much money from just doing that. So I don't really care if I have it. If I have it physical or not. If I want it physical, I can always get it later. So I mean, you can always try out games. It's a great service. Like Sony have to fucking step up, because Game Pass are like blowing everyone away. So yeah. Next one you have Neo 2. I love the first one. This one was just like a palate cleanser, even though people that usually say that it's like a game that you can beat in like 5-10 hours maybe. I pretty much only beat the game. I didn't really care about anything else. It's still a pretty long game. Tired of this game. Kind of tired of these Souls games. I know, I'm getting old. But this is probably better than the first Neo, but it's kind of like Neo 1.5. The graphics can look the same. Sure, there's some like more developed gameplay, but still, like, no. I'm just tired of these games. That's probably why I didn't put it higher, because I'm sure that the gameplay is better than the first one, because you can even be a yokai in this one, like a fucking demon thing. But the first Neo is fantastic. This one is, like I said, if I had loved these games more now, it's probably been way higher than this, but it's still almost halfway, I guess, so that's not too bad. Next one we have Uncharted 4. Played this one with my wife. And this was the first Uncharted game I think she played. I wasn't sure if she would like these games, but the reason I told her to play this first was because the graphics are more modern. This is a game of 2016, but You know, the gameplay is a classic Uncharted. You can be stealthy in this game, which is awesome. You don't have to sort of kill anyone if you don't want to. Well, I guess there's some stuff you kind of have to kill one way or another, but you can be stealthy all the way through the game. And I know that she really liked that game for that reason. And it was fun playing with her, you know, to watch it and like help her with stuff and, you know, play with her. It was a lot of fun. And I haven't played this one since I think I beat it in 2017 the first time. I didn't beat it in 2016 because I was tired of these games. So, but still, this is awesome game, you know. Nathan Drake, classic Sony character, you know, can't go wrong. So next one we had Dragon's Dogma. This is a third person fantasy action RPG, I guess. I don't know. Cool battle system in this one. You know, it's fun to explore. Game is pretty like the game is pretty big in scale. There's a lot of like mythical creatures that you have to kill in this game, which is awesome. Game looks pretty good. You can play co-op in it. You know, it's a lot of fun in this game. It's cool to kill dragons and you know fucking I don't even know. I want one-eyed creatures and fucking you know all kinds of like mythical fantasy shit that you can think of is in this game. And there's a rumor there's gonna be a second one, but who knows? Capcom are so busy with fucking I don't know Resident Evil 9 maybe I don't know Resident Evil 4 remake. Who knows? Hopefully something else do like I mean, probably Devil May Cry eventually, but I hope that he can do something else. Maybe Dino Crisis, maybe like a new Mega Man game. There's so much shit they can do if they want to. Like maybe a new like a Breath of Fire. Actually, the six. That's actually a six in a fucking mobile game. You know, so you never know. But Dragon's Dogma is still a really awesome game. So it's on PlayStation 4, it's on PS3, it's Xbox, Xbox One. It's on everything. It's probably on PC too. So play it for sure. Okay, next one you have Bioshock. Um, I got this on the PC when it came out, or I close to it, like 2008 maybe, something like that, 2007. Never beat it then. This game is still, it's really good. A lot of people say it's like their favorite game of all time. I know like that, the fuck is his name? Ugh, I don't remember now, but he has a shrine, you know. I'm, I'm sorry that I don't remember your name, you know. Oh my god, he usually does pick up videos. I'm sure you know who he is, but whatever. He just did a room tour, so you know who he is. But I just don't remember his name. I know it's like Foxer on Discord. I'm pretty sure at least. But Bioshock, it's a good game. I'm glad I finally played it and beat it. Like the abilities you can do in this game is really cool. The setting, like underwater, like in the 50s or something, the music is awesome. You know, the setting, like, is the best thing about this game. The gameplay is alright. It's nothing amazing. It's probably the setting that most people love this game for. You know, the characters looks pretty cool that you play against. You know, it's an awesome game. I've only tried Bioshock 2 a little. I bought 2, sure. Bioshock Infinite. At first I thought it was awesome. Thinking about it later, nah, not so much. But still, a game that everyone should play, I think, because you need to experience it yourself to have an opinion about it, and that's what I did, and that's what I'm saying here. So, yeah. Anyway, next one is Valkyrie Chronicles 4. Really awesome strategy game. It's a couple years old now. I'm glad I finally played it. I love the first one so much. I haven't played the second or third one because they're on PSP, and the third one is on. It's only released in Japan. I know you can play it with English translation, but I haven't done that. But super fun gameplay. The story is amazing in these games. One of the best strategy RPG series for sure. Um, I'm not sure what else to say about it, honestly. It's just a really good game. Like I said, I love the first one I played. Did I play it last year even, maybe? I don't know. I know I bought it very early on PS3 though when it came out, but I didn't get far because I didn't know what the fuck to do. Because the game can be difficult, but you know you can level up everything in the game and it gets easier eventually. And you kind of have to strategize and stuff. So like these games are super great, and I hope it's gonna be a fifth one eventually. But I'm not sure. It's up to Sega, I guess. Who knows? Next one we have Arkham City. This I finally played and beat last year as well. Played a PS4 remastered version. I think I got this on launch on PS3. I was only played a couple of hours, but I wasn't into it. Finally thought I should play it and like beat it. The game is really good. The open world is pretty cool. And the side mission stuff you can do is awesome. All the characters you can find and fight against, and the story is awesome. Um, yeah, this is not my favorite Arkham game in the trilogy. It's for sure my least favorite, I think. The first one is my favorite, but this game is still really good. It's cool to play as Catwoman. Um, Once again, I'm glad I finally played this game as well. So, okay, next we have Yakuza 6, or Yakuza 6, as I usually say. Um, uh, yeah, it's cool to finally see the story of Kiryu end, I guess. This like the gameplay in this game, they have like a new like dragon engine or whatever they call it. Um, they didn't do the best job of that engine, I guess. The gameplay is all right. The graphics look great, but this is like the first game in this engine, so it's a big upgrade from the other games before this. The story is amazing in this game, though. The gameplay is a lot of fun, but it's not the weakest Yakuza game, but it's one of the weaker. Maybe even 4 actually is the weakest, but I played it this year, I think. So spoilers, I don't think it's on this list. But anyway, Yakuza 6, the gameplay, like I said, it's fun as usual. But there's a lot of the physics in this game that are kind of weird. So Kiryu is kind of hard to control sometimes. But the best thing about these games usually is the story. So, and this game is on Game Pass, so play it if you haven't. Okay, gonna have some more beer. Okay, next we have Sakura Wars. I've never played the older games, not even the one that came out on Wii, because that's the only one that got released here officially. But I'm glad I played this game because it's a lot of fun. It's an action RPG instead of a strategy game that there usually are when it came out on the Saturn and the remakes in Dreamcast and So Long My Love, I think it's called on Wii and only PS2 in Japan. Like yeah, this game is a lot of fun. The story is kind of fun. You're supposed to like put up a theater, kind of like because it's kind of getting ruined. So because they're failing so hard, so you're supposed to be there and like kind of rescue them, I guess, do an attempt to not so they don't have to close the theater. And then all this shit that you have to do on the side, where you have to fight these. It's an action RPG when you're in like a mech/robot, I guess, and the gameplay is a lot of fun. Yeah, the story it's pretty fun sometimes, at least. Okay, next we have Tokyo Mirage Sessions Sharp FE Encore. I don't know. I don't even know how I remember that shit, but because on the list I have, I only wrote Tokyo Mirage Sessions. But anyway, this is it's supposed to be a SMT/Fire Emblem game. I don't know if it is really, but it's still a really good game. Everything is awesome about this game. It's kind of like a J-pop artist, kinda. That yeah, you go to school, not school necessarily, but you go to like classes, I guess, or whatever it's called, and learn how to dance and whatever shit like that, and to sing. That's that's not what you do when you're in the dungeons, but that's a cool aspect of the game, at least that you do. Otherwise, you go to dungeons and as usual in these games. Um, the game's really colorful. It came out on the Wii U first, then it got released on Switch. I never beat it on the Wii U. Played a lot of it though. Beat it on the Switch. Um, yeah, if you like J-pop and you like JRPGs, play it. Okay, next we have Yooka-Laylee and the Impossible Lair. 2D side scroller, similar to like Donkey Kong, I guess. Really good game. The gameplay is fun. You're supposed to rescue bees, I'm pretty sure. And if the more you rescue, the easier the final level gets because you have more hits. I think if you have all the bees, you think you can get like hit 50 times or something like that. And the last level is fucking hard. But I managed to finally beat it, and I actually got the platinum for this game too. So proud of that one because I never thought it would be the last level because it's pretty long. There's like different scenarios of the impossible layers. It's called. You have to live through everything. You have to beat the boss 3 or 4 times, and then you have to kind of like escape. And you can only get hit 50 times. It sounds like there's a lot, but it's not really because you can get hit so easily if you're not careful. But I'm glad I finally got the fucking platinum for this game because it deserves it. It's a really, really good game. Okay, next game we have Rise of the Tomb Raider. Play this one with my wife. Um, I'm not sure. This is my least favorite Tomb Raider game of the trilogy that came out. I know that Daniel probably thinks it's his favorite. The setting is really cool when you're in Alaska. No, I said Alaska again, lol. I said Alaska last fucking time too. I'm in Siberia. Anyway, yeah, it's a really cozy game, as you would say. It's a lot of fun. You can find like tombs and shit like that and explore a lot. You need different tools to go to different places. So typical third person Uncharted slash Tomb Raider, action third person game with exploring. So yeah. Next game is Donkey Kong Tropical Freeze. Tropical Freeze. This game I also played with my wife. I remember the Wii U version, or at least thinking that the last one was a lot harder than this one. But I don't know. Maybe they make it easier, or maybe I'm just better at games. I'm not sure. But we beat it at least on the normal difficulty. I also beat it on the easier difficulty when you can like levitate in the air. You can get hit 6 times and shit like that. I don't know what that character is called, but we beat it twice. Some levels are like fantastic. Most levels are good. So this game it's not great, but it's really good still. So still play it if you haven't. I recommend it though, for sure. Okay, next one we have another Tomb Raider game, Shadow of the Tomb Raider, the latest one that they released in 2018, I think. Uh, Also pretty cool settings. This is like more in the jungle. You can have like stealthy approach in this one if you want to. You can like hide into walls with that like you cover in like leaves and stuff. The story, like I said, I don't give a shit about the story in these games because they're whatever really. The gameplay is fun though, but I'm not sure if you are anywhere else except the jungle. You're in like, yeah, you're in like something like that. I'm pretty sure that you're only in those kind of settings, but I might be wrong because I don't remember. But I'm sure most of you guys have played that game by now anyway. So next game we have Wind Waker. This one I bought specifically for my wife to play. Got a Wii U in May, I think, last year. I made a video about it, so it's in one of the pickups video, or maybe even like a video by itself. I don't remember, but I know I put it in a pickups video or something like that around that time. Yeah, Wind Waker. The game is probably the most beautiful game. Like the cell shading looks fucking amazing. Still hold up so good, like the graphical because it's from 2003, so they made an amazing, like, from the beginning, I guess, because it's cell shaded, it usually holds up better. But yeah, this is a super easy game though. It feels like they made it easier on the Wii U, but they also have like a master mode or whatever it's called. I guess when you only have like, when you get hit, you take double the amount of damage. So, but it's cool to be on the ocean, and like find treasures and explore. So the best thing about it is the graphics, though, for sure. So then we have Shenmue 3. Um, Also a really good game. The gameplay is, I don't know. The game looks weird for sure, but the game is really good still. I'm glad I played it finally. I didn't get the platinum for this one, but I did a lot of shit in this game though. The gameplay is typical Shenmue. You chase people. You have like fucking. We have to press circle in a specific way. If you don't, you might die. Yeah, I don't know what it's called. I don't remember what that kind of thing is called, but you know what I mean. You have to time it. And the story is good. The settings, like the graphics, doesn't look good, but it's cool that they actually came out with a Shenmue 3. So I guess that's honestly the best thing about this game. Okay, then we have Resident Evil 3 Remake. Like everyone says, pretty much. It's not as good as Resident Evil 2 Remake, but it's still a really good game. It's pretty short, so it's cool to speed run. I beat it 6 times maybe or something like that to get the platinum. This one too. The beating Inferno, I think the hardest difficulty is called. Oof, you have to like, yeah, the final boss is a fucking bitch in this game. Even in hard or whatever the difficulty is before that one, so much easier. You have to like dodge 8. He hits the ground, so you have to like dodge it like 8 times, and if you get hit once, you pretty much die. So that boss can be a fucking bitch, and I was so happy when I beat that boss because the game is awesome, and I wanted to get the platinum for it. I'm glad I did. The graphics look great. Nemesis is awesome. You fight him here and there, he kind of chases after you and shit like that. You're in Raccoon City around the same time as the second one takes place, but obviously in a different area. I think it's on the same day actually, which is awesome. Like 2 different scenarios pretty much. In the first one you have like Claire and Leon, not the first one, the second one, and then you have oh my God, Jill in the third. So yeah, great. It's a really good game for sure. Like Fabrilon is saying, it's a lot of people are complaining that the game is short. I'm glad that some games are short because you don't have fucking 50 hours to play every game. So yeah, and it's so much fun. It's like an action game, so it's not a survival horror game. I guess the Resident Evil 3 original PS1 wasn't really either, but you know, still a really awesome game. Okay, then we have the hell. Feels like there's someone on my balcony almost, but nah, it's too high up. I hope at least. Um, Next we have Tales of Cold Steel 3. Oof, I beat this twice. I didn't get the platinum for it. I got tired of it because I played fucking oh, I don't even know, 140 hours, some shit like that. But I beat it twice. I beat it on the hardest, you know. So I'm happy with that. I don't really care about the story too much. And yeah, I haven't I haven't finished the second one. I finished the first one, which thought was awesome, and the second one I tried, but I haven't. You know, I don't know if I'm gonna beat it or not because I'm not the biggest Falcom or Trails fan, I guess. But the game, like the gameplay, is so much fun in these games. I don't, like I said, I don't care about the fucking story. I don't go and talk to every NPC that I see because the game would take fucking 120 hours to beat. You know, it took a long time anyway, so I'm not complaining about the game. It's a really fun game. I'm glad that whoever is translating these games right now are doing it because the fan base is so big in like North America and Europe and everywhere in the world probably. You know? So it's awesome that we're getting these games. And once again, I'm glad I played it because especially gameplay is so much fun in these games. Then we have Dark Souls 3. Um, got this one on release in 2016. Played it a little. That's when I felt that I was tired of the Souls games because every fucking game wants to be a Souls game now. And yeah, most people enjoy that obviously because otherwise they won't be doing that. But make something else. Like From Software can try and make something else after Elden Ring comes out and possibly a fucking remake of Bloodborne or like a PS5 version of that. Make something else. Try to make something else because I'm sure there's so much potential. You know, they have made like cool games before on the PS1, PS2. So sure, mostly it's like King's Field and fucking Shadow Tower and you know, but they also made a Ghost game that I don't remember right now, which is a really cool game, you know. But Dark Souls 3 was a really good game. I'm glad I finally beat it, but it's so tedious. Every game has to be like that. But yeah, like I said, I really enjoyed it. I got the platinum for this one too, so obviously I enjoyed it. But like, I got all the fucking platinums last year that I didn't have for FromSoft. So except Demon's Souls Remake, which is so much fucking easier to get the platinum in anyway compared to the original one on PS3, I only beat that one. But I could for sure go back and easily get the platinum for that one too. I got the platinum on the PlayStation 3 version, which is so much harder. Not even sure if you can get it anymore because the servers are down. But like I got it on Dark Souls 1, 2, 3, Sekiro, Bloodborne. Yeah, the original Demon Souls. So I have all the ones except Demon Souls on the PS5, but that one is so fucking easy to get platinum. So I didn't even bother because sure, there's some challenge in that game for sure, but they made that game so much easier too. So, you know, but I guess I'm not really complaining. I'm just tired of these kind of games. So I never really wanted to play a lot of Code Vein or fucking Lords of the Fallen or oh, what the fuck is that game called? When you're like in a robot suit or whatever. That's also like a Souls game. They came out with a second one, 2019 maybe. The hell is that called? Whatever. You know what I mean. That game, like these games, I don't have an interest in playing really. Um, Mortal Shell, I might try. That looks pretty cool, but everything everything these days are either a stupid multiplayer like game like fucking Fall Guys or some shit like that, you know, for like 14-year-olds, which, you know, yeah, obviously it sells 500 million, you know, copies or whatever, so, you know, but it's like a Call of Duty game, it's a Souls game, or it's a Metroidvania, or it's an open world game. I'm tired of most of this shit, but obviously I'm playing games here and there, you know, but yeah, I'm getting old, I guess, but anyway. Next one we have Resident Evil Revelations. Played this one on the PS4 yeah, last year, once again. Obviously, I played all these games last year, but you know, I'm kind of getting drunk and I don't know what the fuck I'm saying, it feels like, and I'm just getting on fucking, I'm just going on rants. At least this video is gonna be for sure longer than the other one that I thought was fucking insanely long already. So I guess that's something special. Leo only like listens to these fucking videos just like a podcast anyway. So if you listen to this when he goes to a job on like the train, you're probably gonna have a lot of fucking laughs because I'm just going on rants, and this video is for sure much better than the first one. So I guess the alcohol is helping me. And yeah, I have a list in front of me so I can read every game. So I hope that's my position with the, with the camera is fine. But also I'm a little drunk. It's fucking 3:30 in the morning. But I really wanted to fucking record this video because I'm excited to record this one, and who knows what happens after this one. But yeah, Anyway, going back to Resident Evil Revelations. This is an original game from the 3DS. So you can see the graphics are for sure better than the 3DS, but the 3DS version utilized the potential with the 3DS. So probably would have been a better game to play on the 3DS. This game is still really good. I think you play as Jill in this one too. The gameplay is fun. The story is fucking crazy as usual in these games, but yeah, it's a fun game, and the setting is pretty cool on a boat. So next one we have Arkham Knight. This is the game that I really wanted to play. That's why I played Arkham City after, because I got this one on release in 2015, I think. The only reason I didn't play it from the beginning is because it took fucking 3 hours to install, and I really wanted to play it right away. Not the right way, you fucking idiot. Right away. And yeah, I never did because it took too long. So when I was done, I was like, whatever. So not until 2020 I played it and beat it. And this game looks so fucking good. The gameplay is for sure the best one of the Arkham trilogy. I haven't played Arkham Origins, but it's not the same developers. But I'm probably gonna play it eventually on like PS Now, whatever the fuck it's called, or maybe on Xbox backward compatible. What the fuck is called? Compatibility, I guess. Yeah, but like the gameplay in this game is so fucking good. It's for sure the best one. Like the story is really good in this game, and like all the shit you can do in this game, you can play over 100, like 200 hours. There's so much content in this game. It's crazy. This is like Rocksteady's best game, without a doubt. I don't think that the Suicide Squad game is gonna get better, than this, but I don't know, maybe. Because it feels like that's more like a fucking co-op game, almost like Avengers, and I hope not, because I want a single-player game like Guardians of the Galaxy, which I haven't played, but everyone says it's great. Play Pete Dor. Oh my god, I played Pete Dorlo. I saw Pete Dor play it, but to me it didn't look too good. Maybe I have to experience myself. I know the game is really cheap. It's like half bought already, even though the game has been out for like 2 months, which is fucking insane. But all the shit you can do in Arkham Knight is so much fun. Like, it's so much fun to explore and find everything. So yeah, game was fucking awesome. Then we have Dark Souls 2. Yeah, this one I also played at release, beat it on the PlayStation 3, went back to the PS4 version to get the platinum, got the platinum. I know that most people not hate, but they don't like this game too much. They think it's the worst game. Maybe it is the worst game. I mean, I put Dark Souls 3 before, so I guess to me it's not, but like Dark Souls 2, like still playing it when it came out was so much fun. It wasn't Miyazaki who made it, but still, like, wow. A lot of different shit in this game, you have the gems that you take and the life doesn't refill right away. There's a lot of different shit that it did. There's fucking 40 bosses in this game probably. There's so much content in this game, so I know that a lot of people don't like this game too much, but I still really, really like this game. This is a great game. You can tell that it doesn't have the same AAA company like, that it doesn't have the same value, I guess. You can see that Miyazaki didn't make it because it's so much different, because he was working on Bloodborne, but still, it's such a fucking good game. Then we have Super Mario Galaxy. Played this one with my wife. This is probably her favorite Mario game, which is fine. This game's awesome. I got this one on first, like, day one on Wii in 2007, I think. I'm pretty sure that on the same day, the first Mass Effect and the first Skate released as well. So that was fucking, like, that was back in the day when you could buy like 3 like games on the same day, because that doesn't happen anymore. There's like one game maybe that you get barely like once a week. So, but back then you had 3 games. No, it wasn't Skate. It was Assassin's Creed, the first one. That one, Mario Galaxy, and what did I say though? Oh my God. Anyway, I said it before, but yeah, it's Mario Galaxy, Assassin's Creed, and I don't fucking remember. Yeah, I don't remember. But anyway, I said it already, so you heard it. Anyway, whatever. This game was awesome. I loved, when you were like kind of in space, the setting. We played this one on the Switch compilation that came out. She got almost all the stars for that game. She was like obsessed with this game, so I'm glad that we got a lot of content and a lot of time out of it. So, okay, then we have another game that we also played on the Wii U. This is a Wii game though. Skyward Sword. Also got this one on day one. I played it a while, but back then, for whatever reason, it looked like shit on the Wii, and that really disturbed me for whatever reason, which is stupid because I don't really care too much about graphics nowadays, at least. Sure, it's awesome if a game has like fucking realistic graphics, but that's not the most important. If the music is fantastic, if the gameplay is awesome, if the story is decent, that's all that matters. Graphics, that's just like a bonus. So Skyward Sword, like, the gameplay is awesome in that game. I haven't played a Switch version. Maybe I'll do that eventually, but yeah, and like, sure, you have to go back to the same temples 3 times, but it's still different. You fly in that. I don't remember what it's called. The red bird. Yeah, the puzzles are awesome in this game. It's it's not like Breath of the Wild, obviously, but it's still a little different for sure than Twilight Princess and Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Wind Waker, those games. But it's still a really good game. Next we have Twilight Princess. Also played this on the Wii U, me and my wife. I'm not sure which one she thinks is the best though, of these 3. Maybe Wind Waker? I'm not sure. But anyway, this game looks really bad. It's a lot of fun though. It's a classic dungeon Zelda game, where you go from dungeon to dungeon, you get hearts, find cool items, you explore the land. Classic shit like that. But the game is still a lot of fun. This is also a game that for sure is made easier, it feels like. So, I don't know. But she loved it. I'm glad that she's having a lot of time, like good time, because she hasn't really been gaming anything before this, so it's awesome. Next we have Resident Evil Zero. Played this one on PS4, it was like the remastered version. Played this one on the GameCube and beat it. Loved it back then. Thought it was a great game still. Very cool that you can put items on the ground and just come back to get them later, because in other games you discard shit and then they're gone. But now you can put down stuff because there's no what the fuck's it called? Storage, I guess. That chest that you open usually. You just have to put it on the ground and just memorize where you put it. So Fucking cool game though. It's so much fun when you beat it and you can play as Wesker though. That's fucking crazy. When you can use his eyes, you know, that fucking laser. So much fun. Like his kicks and shit. Yeah, that's also a really good thing that they put in this. Um, if you're a Resident Evil fan or if you're a survival horror fan, I guess, if you haven't played this game for whatever reason, you should play it. Then we have Xenoblade Chronicles, the remake. Um, great game. Such a fucking cool game. It's also a game I used to own on the Wii. Um, didn't play too many hours of it. I don't think I was in the mood for whatever reason. Got the Switch version, played it and beat it, and yeah, it's such a good game. Um, the graphics are so much better in this game. The gameplay is really good. The world is insanely big on these two fucking giants, or whatever you would call it, that you like run on. That they're fighting, you know, they're fighting each other, kind of, you know. So it's really cool to explore because there's so much exploration. There's so many side quests. The game is for sure pretty long, especially for when I do everything. It's really long, but yeah, the game is great. If you haven't played this one for whatever reason, just do it. And just the music is also fantastic, of course. Next one, you have Darkest Dungeon. This is like a dungeon crawler, but it's not a first person dungeon crawler. It's like a those like old PC games. You go to like a town where you can prepare a lot of shit. You unlock more stuff the longer you get in the dungeons. You just go further and further, pretty much. It's like a side-scrolling game, and there's kind of like turn-based combat, kind of. When you find because enemies just pop up anywhere sometimes, so you obviously have to defeat them. And but the thing is that you can get a lot of different. You can get like sick or like poisoned or like get tired or scared, and like the characters won't be able to do anything. They can get like terrified, and uh, all kinds of like different shit like that can happen to them. So in that case, you can't use that character, or maybe the character is just like slowly dying. So you have to go back to the town and like put them in like rehab, kinda, or like a doctor or something, to like make them feel better, so they can come out with you again. There's a lot of shit like that, which is really cool. But the game is, yeah, I think there's gonna be a Darkest Dungeon 2, I'm pretty sure, soon, which I'm for sure gonna play because this one is such a great game. Then we have one of my favorite games on the PlayStation 1. A lot of people don't like this one, but it's like the bad seed of the trilogy. But played it back in the day, probably why I think it's a fantastic game still. Final Fantasy Remastered, Final Fantasy VIII Remastered. Yeah, this game, such a classic game. The junction system is so fucking good, I think, in this game. The battle system is really good. The music is fantastic. Like Final Fantasy 7, 8 and 9 have fantastic, everything, pretty much. Like a stepping stone for the generation, for sure. Squaresoft, of course, is. So, I mean, but this is one like the weirder one other than the trilogy on PlayStation 1, but like still, just play this game if you haven't. It's a fucking great game. I'm glad I beat it. Didn't get the platinum for this one though, because it takes a lot. It takes a lot of time to get it, I think. So I want to get it one day. So hopefully I might get it. Then we have next Bloodborne. This game is so fucking great. One of my favorite From Software games for sure. The settings is really cool. It's it's a Lovecraftian kind of inspired. It just takes place over a night. The night of the hunt, as it's called, pretty much. You're coming there and then you're supposed to like fucking survive the night, and the gameplay is awesome in this game. It's really difficult. Well, if you play co-op, it's maybe not as difficult, but otherwise it's pretty difficult. Love the creatures in this game. Like the bosses are so cool. The story and the lore is awesome. The setting in oh my god, what's it called? I I usually know what it's called. The town anyway where they play. I was gonna say, but where the setting is, for the night. I don't remember what it's called. I have it on my tongue, but whatever. Yeah, like the gameplay is so much fun in this game. Like I said, the setting, I love it. The music is so like the settings, everything, like the graphics, the design of everything, the monsters, it's fucking great. Such a fucking great game. And hopefully it comes on the PlayStation 5 because we want 60 FPS and there's only 30 now, so. Okay, next game is like the game that pretty much started everything for me. Final Fantasy 7 on the PlayStation 1. Like this game means so much to me. It's the first game that I ever played. It was like a Japanese role-playing game. Only reason I got this game, because I didn't know what the fuck it was, honestly, was because I read in a magazine that this game had like insanely high scores. So back in the day, you had a magazine in Sweden called Superplay, um, and you can get like a grade up to 100. Pretty sure this got 97, and I was like, oh, okay. Because I remember telling my dad that I wanted PlayStation 1, and he got me one. Obviously, he got me one with Croc, Legend of Gobbles, which such a nostalgic game, and Final Fantasy 7 remake. Not yeah, the remake. No, Final Fantasy 7. So yeah, Christmas '97 was fucking amazing. Took me maybe 6 months to beat this game. Um, Made me love Japanese role-playing games after this. I played so many on PlayStation 1. I wish I lived in North America instead, with actually when actually all the fucking games got released. Like Xenogears, Chrono Cross, fucking Legend of Mana. So many fucking games that never got released in Europe. I for sure would have played all of these games, but well, I have played some of them now, but like back in the day, like 20 years ago or so, I would have played them back then for sure because I loved Squaresoft. It's like fucking amazing, and they like made me look into other RPGs like Breath of Fire and PlayStation 1. Alundra, which is like more like action RPG, I guess. Legend of Legaia, Legend of Dragoon, like fucking great games. So I wish I could have played those games back in the day because I know I would have loved them. Xenogears is fucking fantastic still, and I played it only 3 years ago, I think. So, like, Final Fantasy 7, like, I have everything to like. I'm so grateful for that game because it brought me into this like genre that I love so much still, and pretty much it taught me English too because I love that game so much. So obviously you go to school and you learn English, but like I learned it more from the game, honestly, because I just played it so much. And yeah, it's such a fucking fantastic game. I know that Fabrilon doesn't like it too much, but it's fine. you know, each their own. So next we have Utavare Romono, Mask of Truth. So this is the third one out of the trilogy, even though there's only two games technically released. They made like a prequel, which also came out last year, I think. But I haven't played this one. I have only played the second and third, or technically Mask of Truth and Mask of Deception, what they're called. So this is a visual novel, maybe 80%, maybe 90%, and the rest strategy RPG. Um, yeah, when I bought this one, I thought it was actually like a strategy RPG, but it's a typical Japanese fucking visual novel, fucking weird, kinky shit that happens, the classic shit that always happens in all the visual novels. But the story is fucking amazing in this game, though. This is the last one, though. Like I said, Mask of Deception is the first one that I played, and this one I played after, obviously. I haven't played Origins, though I think it's called, that came out last year, but eventually I'm gonna play that one too. Um, but like the strategy RPG part is so much fun in this game too. Like fucking so much fun, and the story, even though it's so fucking wacky and weird sometimes, it's you get so like into it eventually with all the characters, because there's so many characters that you have to like talk to and find out shit about, and the game is pretty long, so yeah. I recommend everyone to play that one, especially if you like visual novels, because it's mostly a visual novel, and I don't even really like visual novels. I haven't really played any yet, except these ones, and I don't really have a lot of interest. Maybe I'll play the Danganronpa games one day, but yeah, I just got it for the strategy RPG part pretty much, but the story, like I said, was just like a surprise. So. Then we have Last of Us Remastered. My wife played this one. We played it together, but back in the day when I played it in 2013 when it came out, I thought this game was like fucking fantastic. It's pretty good. The story is for sure better than the second one, I think, but the game is still kind of generic, you know. Fucking, the story is the thing that makes this game. The gameplay is like, yeah, shoot infected and bosses and shit like that, you know, and then you push boxes. So yeah, kind of. But like I said, the game is still really good. Honestly, not sure why I put it this high up, but like once again, you get tired of putting this game on a fucking list, and who's gonna care about this list in like 5 days anyway? So I mean, yeah. Okay, then we have Fist of the North Star, Lost Paradise. This is a Ryoga Toku studio game. Fist of the North Star, obviously, like Yakuza. So fucking good. If you haven't played this game, play this game because it's so fucking good. It's so funny. They get all the characters and like everyone. You can even have like a skin for like Kiryu instead of the main character that you play as. I don't remember his name, but yeah. And this game is fucking over the top. It's insane. You know, it's Yakuza pretty much, but it's, you know, Fist of the North Star. If you have seen that anime, it's, you know, it's fucking over the top. You know, you have the death blows that like your head explodes and shit like that, which is fucking great. The game looks amazing. The story is so much fun. Some of the fucking side, not the side missions, but the what the fuck is it called? Mini games are so fucking crazy in this game. It's just so much fun. So fucking play that game because it's so great. Then we have Last of Us 2. I played this one and I got the platinum for it. The thing I love most about this game is the brutality and like how fucking gory it is and how realistic it looks when you like put a knife into someone's head. Yeah, I sound like a fucking sadistic person, but yeah. Anyway, I'm not really. So, but it's just so fucking amazing to like kill people in this game. The story is, like I said, the first one is for sure better. The story is still pretty cool in this game. The graphics looks fucking insane, of course. What else would you expect from a fucking AAA game with this magnitude from Naughty Dog? But anyway, this is the first game out of the two that my wife played. So she played the second one before she played the first one. This is her favorite game of all time, pretty much, with Ori and Breath of the Wild. So I mean, not a bad choice. She was like so blown away because she hasn't seen video games as much as I have. So she hasn't seen this like this like story-driven narrative games, and like the graphics. I call her like a graphic whore, and she kind of laughs, which is funny because she doesn't play older games, and you know she's not brought up with them really. So I understand that. She wants the story where the characters interact with each other and talk to each other, you know, and the graphics. So I mean, yeah, I don't blame her because this won like Game of the Year on the fucking Game Awards last year. And yeah, I mean, Game Awards is kind of joke for the most part anyway, but you know, not bad. But like I said, this game is great for the only reason that it's so brutal and it's so realistic in the games. You can really see the games. I don't know what the fuck I'm saying. the graphics. I mean, you can really see how much the people that you're like killing are suffering so much, and that's so much. I like that so much, and yeah, I sound like a fucking sadist or whatever it's called, but I'm not. You know, I just love a good movie with a lot of brutality, I guess. As long as it's not fucking, those crazy fucking 80s, 90s Japanese movies where like fucking kill people with axes and shit and they just blow up. Not like that, but yeah. That was the only thing I loved about Last of Us 2, how fucking realistic it is and how brutal it looks. You can like see the suffering and the pain when you kill them or like shoot them or put a knife in them or whatever. So yeah, awesome. But yeah, I have to go to the bathroom, so I'll be right back. Okay, let's open another beer and continue this. There's only like 20 games left. I'm already fucking longer in this video than I was in the last one at the end, so I really hope I can upload this because I think some of you guys will have a lot of fun with this one because it's so much better than the first one. It feels like I was so stale in the first one. Okay, then we have God of War 2018. A lot of people say this is the best game ever made. It's for sure not. It's pretty good. The gameplay is nothing special. The story is alright. The graphics are awesome for sure. The thing that I really loved about this game is to explore everything, to find everything, to beat every Valkyrie, I think they're called, the fucking harder ones that you find, the enemies that are really hard that you can find a little everywhere, kind of. That was the thing that made this game great for me. The graphics was a good thing for sure, but the gameplay is nothing special at all. The world is not that big really. The story is it's mostly like exploring everything and like doing everything. That was the thing that really like made this game great for me. So I know that a lot of people love this game, and I'm for sure gonna play God of War Ragnarok on day one, most likely. So I'm excited for that game for sure. But this God of War game is for sure not better than the original ones on the PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3 ones for sure. The gameplay in that one is so much fucking better, but exploration in this game is the best thing. Okay, next one we have God Wars. This is such an underrated strategy game. It's like a setting in Japan in, like 500 to like 700 years ago, maybe. Something like that. The gameplay is so much fun in this game. The story is really good. Like the graphics are really cool. The game is really long. It takes, yeah, like if you want to do everything, it takes a long time. And I actually got the platinum for this game, which this is one of my favorite strategy RPG games of the last 10 years probably. And this game, if you haven't played it, you should for sure check it out because God Wars deserves a lot more praise and a lot more people to play it because it's such an underrated game. And if you love Fire Emblem, not Three Houses necessarily because that's a little different, I guess. But like older strategy games, then you should for sure check this one out because it's so much fucking fun. And yeah, just loved every minute of it. The setting is so cool, you know. Check it out if you haven't, and maybe buy it because I recommend you to try it. Then we have Dead Rising. Damn, it's a lot. It's so windy outside now. So fucking windy and it's so cold. So I don't know what the fuck's happening. I can even see the Jesus beer. It's fucking everywhere. You can even see the fucking Christmas tree across the room, like, you know, outside here. Fucking, you know, it's just like rocking so much. I don't know if you can hear this, but I highly doubt you can because this microphone probably can pick up sound for shit, which is good, honestly, but you know. Anyway, Dead Rising, also a game that I got day one on Xbox 360. Love the gameplay in this game. Everything else I don't give a shit about. It's just the gameplay that's fantastic about this game. You're in a mall, you know, you're a journalist. You're supposed to survive for 72 hours to begin with. You can survive for like 72 hours. No, oh my god, fucking idiot! I just said 72 hours. You can survive for like a week too, which is yeah. I haven't tried it, but yeah, I know that Scott Ultimate Floyd won. You know, he got it. So yeah, that's awesome. But the gameplay is so much fun in this game. You can take everything and like beat the zombies with, from like, I don't even know, like a bucket to like a lawnmower, to like fucking everything. There's like weapons, there's like utilities, there's like everything you can use to hit the zombies with, which is so much fucking fun in this game. And I have never played, well, actually I have played the second one a little and the third one, but the, the third one is such a disappointment though. There was like a release game on the Xbox One, I think, but no, that's nothing special. The first one is where it's at for sure. That's a fantastic game. Okay, next one we have Mutant Year Zero. I have to take a sip because I'm sobering up and it's getting late, so I want to finish this up because there's still 16 games left. So yeah, I'm supposed to go to work in 5 hours, so but whatever. It's almost a weekend, so okay. Then we have Mutant Year Zero. Xbox, no. XCOM. It's like an XCOM game, pretty much. You play as a hog and like a duck, if I remember correctly. I think so, at least. Ugh, I really need to shave this fucking mustache and beard soon. Yeah, but I just wanted to have it, I guess, when I record this video, because I don't want to look like a 15-year-old when I don't have any beard or anything. So just bear with me, I guess, when I take away my fucking mustache all the time, because it's in my mouth. But anyway, Mutant Year Zero. It's a fantastic game. It's like an XCOM game, like I said. You can find more characters to help you on different places, obviously, in the world. I'm not sure if a Swedes made this or like from Finland, but Norway, but I think it's from Sweden, but I'm not sure. But still, this game is so much fucking fun. I hope they make a sequel because I just love this game so much. I'm not sure what else to say. The story is nothing special. You know, it's the gameplay. That's the best thing about that game. And if you're a Swede, then there's a lot of like shit that you would recognize because, you know, it says in Sweden and in Swedish, and yeah, you would recognize it for sure. So if you other guys, you know, that's from North America, most of you guys that watch this video probably are gonna be from there. So try that game out if you haven't. It's on PC and Xbox too, I'm pretty sure. So then we have Resident Evil 1 Remake. Played this one on PS4 as well. Got the platinum for this one. Such a great game, such a classic. This is for sure better than the original one that came out on PlayStation 1 and Saturn and PC, I think, in the mid 90s. Yeah, there's a lot of cool challenges that you have to do to get the platinum. Um, one of the hardest ones is like you can't see where the enemies are, so you just have to know where they are to beat the game pretty much. So you have to like memorize everything, which was like a really cool thing to do in this game, and it's really hard too. But I managed to do it, so I'm glad about that because this is such a classic game, and the remake it looks so fucking good. It's so much fun to play. It's not a long game at all, so if you haven't tried it for whatever reason, just do it. Then we have Onimusha Warlords, the remake, remaster, not the remake. I love this game so much. I've loved it on PS2 since I got it the same year in 2001, I think. 2000 maybe, actually, when it came out. Love the gameplay in this game. Story is nothing special. Very cool enemies. The settings, it's back in the 1600s or something like that, maybe. Era. Um, yeah, I'm sure that most of you guys have played it. I hope the team maybe even make a proper remake or maybe remaster the second one, but I'm not sure if this game sold too well. I'm not sure. I don't think so, unfortunately. But I love this game. This is like the kind of games that I really love. So it was so much fun to play it, even though it's 20 years old. So next one we have Super Mario Odyssey. Probably my favorite 3D Mario game. Got the Switch limited edition, with Super Mario Odyssey on this for this one. Also played this one, loved it. I'm not the biggest fan of platformers, but I can agree that this game is like fantastic. It's like so much shit you can do in this game. You can collect, um, what is it? Like 1,000 stars or moons, I guess. Moons, I think they are. But the thing is that you have to like beat it, and when you beat the game, you unlock more shit to do. So that's really cool. This game like goes on and on for a long time, and this was the second game. Yeah, actually, this is a game I played with my wife too, by the way. Well, I played it once when I got it first, and then we played it together last year. But this is a game. This was the second game that she played because she never played games before. She used to watch her sister and brother play because she was like they were telling her that like no, you're so bad at games. You can play with us, which is fucking rude, but whatever. Kids, I guess. And she never played any games, which is sad. But she plays Super Mario Odyssey, and this was the second game she ever played. So we managed to beat it though, which is awesome. She has progressed so much. She even fucking bought oh my god, she even fucking beat Ori and Blind Forest and hard, which is fucking impressive, I think at least. From going from not even being able to fucking adjust the camera in this game barely to fucking beating Ori on hard. That's a lot of fucking like progress in like 1 year. I'm so impressed. I'm so glad that she's playing video games now. So makes me happy. So, but yeah, it was so much fun to play this game together with her. She mostly played it herself, I guess. This time when we beat it, I played here and there, but she mostly played it. But still, that game is so fucking good. And yeah, I think it's actually the first game that she played, honestly. So even better. And like I said, she couldn't even fucking control the camera in this game, and she beat Orin hard. Like that's insane because that game, even on the easier difficulty or the normal, it's not that easy. So yeah. Um, and then we have Yakuza Kiwami, probably my third favorite Yakuza game. This is fucking mustache is annoying. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna fix this shit later. Gonna have some more beer, and I'm gonna relax and try not to. I guess I should have been more drunk, then I probably wouldn't care about the mustache at all, but whatever. Yakuza Kiwami is technically the first game. Well, it is. They made Yakuza Zero, but that came like much further after, so the story in this game is so fantastic. The gameplay is amazing. It's like Yakuza Zero, but Yakuza Zero's gameplay is better, but still, the gameplay in this game is so fucking good. This fucking mustache is so annoying. Jesus Christ. Okay, now maybe. I'm gonna try not to focus on that too much. Yakuza Kiwami, like I said. Yeah. Fucking fantastic game. So much better than the first one on the PS2. This remake is so much better. When I played the first one on PS1, which I also got on day one, by the way, like there's so many load times. You just run from one way to another. Which sure, it's the PS2, but still, like, and it's like loads and loads. This game flows so fucking good. Yeah, Yakuza usually, the games are usually crazy. The side missions, the mini games, everything is insane. Looks really good. Like I said, it's one of the best Yakuza games for sure. So I'm trying to think though. I must have beat this one before, but no, maybe I didn't actually. No, I don't think I did. I don't think I did beat this remake slash remaster version. Yeah, but yeah, Yakuza, it's always great. So play it if you haven't. Okay, almost 10 games left, guys. Hold on to your life. We're getting through this, which I never thought. It's gonna be like 4:30 before I'm done with this probably. So, but that's fine. Even though I'm fucking doing the shit with my mustache all the time because I don't know, I hate it. Right? Well, I don't hate it, but I hate shit that like goes into my mouth. Anyway, next game we have Fire Emblem Three Houses. Not my favorite Fire Emblem game, but still a fucking great game. Like, this is the reason I bought a Switch again, because I had one first, I sold it, kind of like DMP, Devil May Pie, and then I got one again. I think he actually got one too for Three Houses, and I only beat it once though, so I would love to go back and beat it with other ones. I beat it with the golden lions. I don't remember what it's called. With the woman at least. That's the one I beat it with, and I hear that that's not the best one. So I mean, if I loved it with only her, I mean, can only imagine how fucking good it would be with the other ones. And I know you can technically beat it 4 times, but at least 3. But there's a fourth scenario also that you can get. So I know that Leo, the funny nerd, and other people beat it 4 times, and it takes a long time to beat it, and I beat it once. I'm happy with that. Maybe I'll go back to it eventually. We'll see. The gameplay is so much fun in that game, though. And the story is not bad either, so. Okay, number 10. My top 10, finally, after almost fucking 2 hours, huh? Can't even imagine I'm still sitting here talking. This is, without a doubt, my longest video. Like, I don't even know how long the longest video has been before this. Oh yeah, it's the game of my favorite games of 2017, which was like 1 hour and 20 minutes. This is gonna be fucking 2 hours long. Jesus fucking Christ. But anyway, I'm sure this is gonna be like a podcast, so I'm sure you guys is gonna have a lot of fun to listen to this or watch this. And the reason I'm like doing this is because the mic is here. So, sometimes I just do this to get better sound. I don't know. I know the sound is fine still, so It's not like I'm a fucking pro or anything anyway, but it's fun to make videos sometimes, I guess. But anyway, number 10 is Tomb Raider Definitive Edition. Without a doubt, my favorite Tomb Raider game of the trilogy. I love this one when it came out in 2013. Beat it with my wife again last year. The gameplay is so much fun. The world in this one is not as big in the other ones, which I think I prefer. The graphics and, like I said, the settings is really cool. It was just a cool thing to play, because this was so different for a Tomb Raider game, at least. I mean, it's like an Uncharted copy, pretty much. Even though I know that Uncharted kind of copied Tomb Raider from the beginning, and but anyway, like this game it's so much fun. I love this game so much. Had so much fun replaying this with my wife, and I'm glad I did because I hadn't played it since 2013, and that was one of my favorite games, 2013. And 2013 had a lot of good games. So then we have Resident Evil 2 Remake. What a fucking game this is! Jesus Christ! Ooh, when I played this one the first time, I was fucking terrified. The fucking Mr. X coming through the wall and like fucking chasing you everywhere, and yeah, it's so much fun. This one I haven't gotten the platinum for. I'm pretty close. I have some shit that you have to do. I have beaten it on the hardest and speedrun and all that shit. But there's just some small things that I haven't gotten. Maybe I'll get back to it and get it eventually. But love this game so much. Like the engine in this game is fucking fantastic. The gameplay is so much fun. The terrifying fucking Mr. X that chases you everywhere, and you can hear his footsteps. So fucking scary, and I love it. I'm fucking terrified to play this game, but when I do, it's so much fun. So I'm gonna try and go back to this one and get the platinum for it eventually. But such a fucking amazing game, and I hope that we get a Resident Evil 4 remake, even though I know some people don't love that game too much, or that they don't want a remake, which, I mean, Resident Evil 4 still holds up, but imagine fucking Resident Evil 4 in this engine now. Jesus Christ, on like PS5 and PC, or like Xbox Series X, like, wow. Can't even imagine how fucking good that game is gonna look. Okay, then we have Dark Souls, the first one. This with Demon Souls is for sure my favorite From Software Souls game, without a doubt. This game, like, I played Demon Souls on day one in 2010, and I didn't know what to expect, kinda. So that was cool. I love that game. I managed to beat it. That's for sure the hardest fucking FromSoft game that they have made out of the Souls games, without a doubt. And I never thought I would beat that, so I beat it. I remember before Dark Souls came out, well, I saw a trailer and I was like, "What? This looks like what is this?" And there was like Dark Souls. I think this might have been on the fucking Game Awards. No, Game Awards maybe didn't exist back then. I know that I saw Dark Souls 2 on the Game Awards at least, and I was like fucking excited as shit for that. And when I saw like that, like a Dark Souls game was coming, I was like, holy shit! I remember that IGN, I think, streamed the game before it came out for like a full 24 hours. I fucking loved watching that. I think I watched it for like 15 hours straight, lol, and then I had to sleep because I had been awake for over a day. So I was so excited when I got the game. I love Dark Souls. Like, the gameplay is slow compared to Bloodborne and Dark Souls 3, but still, holy shit! Like the world, how it like pieces itself together. You can from every location to another location, it like combines. So you can kind of go everywhere you can see, I guess. I mean, yeah, some places you can't go, I guess, because it's so far away, but everything connects pretty much. It's so cool to like, oh wow, this is where I would go if I go here. Completely different. You get like shortcuts, and everything just goes so great together, and the music is fucking great, and the gameplay and the bosses is awesome, and the music and everything, like, it's fantastic. The gameplay is for sure slower than Bloodborne and Sekiro and fucking Dark Souls 3 and Elden Ring, I guess. But this was like kind of the first game after Demon Souls. I mean, So fucking amazing. One of my most special gays, God, one of my most special games ever for sure. I would have shown the limited edition I have on PS3, but it's in the living room and I don't feel like going in anywhere now because I want to finish this and go to bed because, yeah, it's fucking late. Okay, number 7 we have Evil Within. Such a fucking underrated game. Like, this is like a modern classic survival horror game. Love this game so much. This is pretty much like a Resident Evil 4, but like a more modern version. You know, Sebastian, I don't know what the fuck it's called, Castiero, I think. If I don't mix that up with Shadows of the Damned. I'm not sure. But anyway, I'm pretty sure his name is like Sebastian Castiero or something. This game is fucking insane. This is such a fucking survival horror game. Like, there's not a lot of ammo, there's not a lot of fucking health things you can find. You know, it's like everything is scarce to find. This game is so much fucking amazing. Like this, I don't, I have so much praise for this game, and so many people just look this game over. Like, fucking play this game if you haven't. This game is fantastic. I would have loved to see Evil Within 3, but I'm not sure if that's ever going to happen from Tango Gameworks. But you can always dream, you know. I'm glad we got a second one. That one is a bit different, but that game is still great, even though I know that some people don't like it, which is fine. Each to their own, I guess. Um, but like, fucking hell, Evil Within is such a fucking amazing game, and all the fucking crazy shit that happens in that game is just so cool to see. So, you know, Shinji Mikami is a fucking master at these games. Then we have Suikoden 2, one of my favorite PlayStation 1 RPGs I've ever of all time. What the fuck should I say about this game? Like, if you haven't played this game, just fucking play it. It's You can find so many characters just exploring the world. You get your own fucking castle where everyone can live. You know, it's a typical turn-based gameplay. Graphics look fucking great still. I wish we would get a fucking new Suikoden game, like a sixth one. But fucking Konami have their fucking hands up their ass, and it's never gonna happen, unfortunately. So, I mean, I can dream, but fucking Konami have been shit. I don't even know how many years now. So, I don't know. I hope that we get a new game eventually, and Suikoden 2, like, even if we got like a compilation of Suikoden 1 to 5 or something, or like a remake of Suikoden 2, which would never happen probably, but like a compilation of modern consoles from like 1 to 5, that would be fucking amazing. I hope that something happens, or I hope that they give it to someone else to develop a new Suikoden game or something, because I just miss them. Like, the games are so fucking good. So, okay, number 5, Strange Journey Redo or Redux. It's Redo, I guess, but you know. Okay, a remake of a DS game. This game is one of the best fucking first-person dungeon crawlers ever made. It's so fucking good. It's a spin-off game on Shin Megami Tensei. This one takes place in Alaska, I'm pretty sure, though. Or does it? Yeah, I think so. Alaska or Siberia. But it's like a typical first-person like RPG. Really difficult. There's not a lot of story, which is fine because I don't give a shit too much about story anyway. The gameplay is insane. Like, the monsters design in this game is so fucking cool. All the shit that you can do in this game, like how much you can explore, how big this game is, and like the settings and everything. Yeah, I don't know what else to say about this game. Like, it's just the gameplay is fantastic, and I'm hoping that Shin Megami Tensei 5 is better than this one, but I don't think so. I unfortunately don't have my Switch right now. My wife has that, but that's fine. I'll play that one and Metroid Dread eventually when I get the Switch eventually. So excited for that. But no, there's no way that Strange Journey is gonna be beaten with that. I mean, I hope so. I wanted to get like to be surprised, but I don't think so. So Yeah. Number 4, Last Guardian. Ooh, there's a lot of haters for this game, which, yeah, a lot of people don't know what art is, I guess. So, I know that like the frame rate is kind of shit in this game, which is unfortunate. But Team Ico and Fumito Ueda, I'm fucking happy that they released this game finally. Like, I don't even know when it was announced the first time, like 2007 or some shit. And then it came out in the end of 2006. It's almost like a Shenmue scenario, you know, never thought it would come out, even though Shenmue 3 was never technically announced before, I guess. I mean, not really, but yeah, this game is the thing that makes this game so fucking good is the connection between like Trico and the main, like the boy that you play. It's so fucking beautiful. Like, I know that the gameplay is not the best, but like the story in this game is that's like makes everything so fucking fantastic. Like, can't say how much I love this game. Like, it's so fucking fantastic. Like I said, the frame rate and the gameplay. I mean, it's not the best, but the story and how everything comes together and everything that you find out about this game, and like all the sad shit that you find out. I mean, just fucking play this game. If you have played Ico or if you played Shadow of the Colossus and you haven't played this one for whatever reason, how much? I mean, how much can this fucking game cost? If you have a PS5 and you have PS Plus, I think this game is on there, so just fucking play it. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what else to say. I can only praise this game so much, and even though I know it's so flawed, it's such a fucking great, like, fantastic game anyway. It's just a story that's like, and so much fun to explore everything. And I know that Trico is like kind of an ass, but he's an animal. So, I mean, if he would be like a realistic animal, he wouldn't obey to everything you say. He would do his own shit sometimes, which makes it realistic. And some people are like, "Oh, fuck this game! You can't do this shit." Well, yeah. Have you had a dog or a cat? Do you think they're gonna fucking like obey everything you say? No, they won't. So just deal with it. Okay, getting excited. So these 3 games that are left, they are like for sure my 3. Maybe they're not top 3 games of all time, but they're maybe top 10. Yeah, I'm so excited to talk about them, and I know that one of them I'm going to talk about a lot because I did last time, and I'm sure I will again. And maybe not so much about the other ones, but it's one of them that's the most special to me. So, okay, Breath of the Wild, number 3. I did play this on the Wii U in 2017. I beat it. I loved it. Everything is so much fun about this game. I'm okay with the weapons breaking, which I don't know a lot of people hate. It can be annoying sometimes. The thing that I fucking hate most about this game is that every time you're gonna climb a fucking mountain or some shit like that, it starts to rain, and you know what fucking happens then? You start slipping like a fucking bitch. And there's nothing you can do about it unless you have Sora's power. Then you can go up by like waterfalls and shit, but there's not waterfalls everywhere. And it feels like they're like timing it every time when you're like trying to fucking climb up a mountain. It starts to fucking rain. Both me and my wife get so annoyed about that. That's such a small complaint though compared to how fucking fantastic this game is. This is a masterpiece. Even though it's so different from the older Zelda games, which is refreshing, I guess. And I'm not complaining because one of the best games I ever played. The gameplay, the exploration, the fucking like this is an open world game. I'm telling you, I told you before, I don't really necessarily like them, but this one I love because this is in the Zelda universe, and I've never seen an open world game in the Zelda universe like this before. So that's why it's new, exciting, and so much fun compared to other fucking games, and depending on if it's a GTA clone or whatever shit it is, it depends. But yeah, we replayed it. My wife hadn't played this one. This was her second game, I'm pretty sure. And I had so much fucking fun playing this again, because a lot of games I don't want to replay because I don't know. This game is so special, so much fun. It's like it was so much fun watching her play it and me play it with her and like having so much fun exploring everything and beating it again and just knowing that it's one of the best games ever made. And if you haven't played it, you should fucking play it because next year the sequel hopefully comes out. They haven't really showed a lot of gameplay. They showed on E3, but come on, this I know that a lot of people don't like this, but I don't care. One of my favorite games of all time. I know that Daniel agrees though. Then we have Persona 5 Royal. Played the original one in 2017 first. Love this game. The gameplay, fucking amazing. One of the best JRPGs ever made. Like, holy shit. I have so much praise for this game. The music is amazing. The Royal version makes it even better than the original one, where it's like there's another semester, there's more characters, there's more story. It's a lot longer, there's a lot more content. It's insane. The dungeons are so cool, the design, the art, how everything looks is amazing. The bosses are so cool, how everything like goes in together, kind of, like everything like grows in together, everything like in the story, how everything what's it called, involves. I don't know what it's called. I'm sure you know, but anyway, this fucking game, like, holy shit, I love it so much. Like, I know that Persona 4 a lot of people love. Sure, it's a great game, absolutely. Persona 3 is a great game. This one is a masterpiece, in my opinion. But I know that everyone doesn't think that, and that's fine, you know. But to me, it's everything I want in a JRPG. Even fucking in the store, which I don't care about usually, I loved. Like, the last day I played this fucking game, I played it or like pretty much 100 hours. The last fucking day, I played this one game in like 18 hours. So I started playing it at maybe like early afternoon or some shit until like noon the day after. And like, sure, I mean, I obviously ate and shit around like that and like took breaks, but I played it 18 hours. That's how fucking good this game is. Like, holy shit, how good this game is. I wanted to beat it. I think I beat the last two palaces maybe in that day. Yeah, that's why I know this is one of the best games ever made, because I don't usually fucking play for that long. I don't usually play for more than like a couple of hours usually. So holy shit, like, if you haven't played Persona 5 Royal, which I don't know, Faberlon hasn't, and you have a fucking PS4 now, fucking play it, even though you want it on Switch, play it. Okay, I need to take a big sip for the last one. Okay, number one. I'm just saying that number 3, 2, and 1 could have been number 1. Obviously, everyone could have been number 1 by saying like that. But these 3 games, I've played Persona 5 before, even though it's Royal. I've played Breath of the Wild before, and number 1, the game that means the most to me and will never change. Final Fantasy VII Remake. It's fucking insane how this game even came out. Like, holy fucking shit. This fucking game got shown in like 2005. It's like a tech demo for the PlayStation 3. 2005. That's fucking 15 years ago. Even, yeah, sure, this game came out last year, so It is 15 years ago, actually. It would have been 16 this year, but whatever. Um, this fucking game, like, holy... When they showed this on the E3 in 2016, I think, like, my head exploded. This is the only game that I ever wanted to be remade, because this game means so much to me. And it's not necessarily that Final Fantasy VII, the original one, is the best one. It's just the first JRPG I ever played, and it has a special heart, like special place in my heart. So obviously, I would love a remake. And this is the most popular Resident Evil, popular Final Fantasy game ever made. Even though people love 4, 6, 8, 9, 10, 12. I don't think 13 or 15 necessarily, but you know, which is fine. I think every Final Fantasy except the second one is great. Second one is still pretty good, but you know, this is probably like my favorite fucking JRPG series of all time. And to fucking get this game, for them to like show it on E3 again, to like they announced it in 2016, I think 2015, I mean, and they didn't show it until 2018 or something like that. Like, yeah, when I saw it again, I was just like, wow, the gameplay looks amazing. Like, sure, it's not turn-based, it's action RPG, but holy fucking shit, this game. It's getting so emotional even talking about it, because the game means so much to me. Like, from like even getting I got the deluxe edition or whatever the fuck it's called, not the one which you get the fucking figurine, which I don't gonna shit about that really, but you know, I think I got this even like 1 or 2 weeks earlier than a lot of people, which is fucking like even that this fucking game. I don't even know, like, where should I start? The original one means so much to me, and to getting a remake, like, that's, I think I played 80 hours. 80 fucking hours, and this is only the first part. Sure, I got the platinum for this game, obviously, because why the fuck wouldn't I? Even though the hard difficulty is so fucking hard. And to like beat all the bosses and get everything is also really fucking difficult, but I managed to do it, and I loved every fucking second of it. Even though people complain about pop-ups, about shit that you can't see until you get close and it looks like shit. Yeah, I know that happens. And like fetch quests that like people don't want to do. I did every fucking thing in this game because I loved every fucking second of it. Like, so also, yeah, I don't even know what to fucking say. It's insane how this game even got released. Like, wow, in 2020, which is like one of the worst fucking years for humanity. I mean, in a long time at least. To get this fucking game and also to like play it and fucking think it's fantastic, because you never know how fucking good it's gonna be. Um, it looked so fucking good. The music, with like they redone all the songs into like different things, which is so cool. Like the gameplay is, they couldn't fucking make the gameplay better. So fucking like amazing. The game, like holy shit, and like only if you only beat the game on like normal difficulty, or you know, it's still gonna take like 40 hours. 40 fucking hours. You know, when you play the original game, it's like 4 or 5 hours. Like, how did they make it for like 40 hours? That's insane. And to think this is only part fucking one. Like, it's only part one. I don't even know how many parts it's gonna be. I don't even think that Square knows how many parts it's gonna be. I mean, they're saying at least 3. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna be enough with 3, because when you get out of fucking Sector 7 and whatever it's called, you know, then you get to the world map technically on PlayStation 1. I don't even know how they're supposed to do everything like that. Like, I haven't seen any gameplay or anything, so I'm so fucking excited to see. I don't think this part 2 is gonna come out next year. Would be amazing, but 2023 probably, because they're probably gonna release 20, like they're probably gonna release fun. Oh my god, I can't fucking talk. They're probably gonna release Final Fantasy 16 first, which might come out next year. And then 2023 maybe part 2 comes out. But like, to being able to look forward to the same game, but like the parts of the original game for like maybe another 10 years, that's so fucking exciting. I mean, what other game can you look forward to so much fucking fun and like, usually they release everything right away. And to know that you might have 200 to 300 hours of like gameplay for everything in these games, it's so exciting. I mean, yeah, this game just blew me away so much. I just love this game so much, and I'm so thankful that they actually released a remake for it, even though this is only part 1. So, without a doubt, my favorite game of last year. And sure, maybe there's a lot of bias and like memories and stuff, but like this game is completely different than the first one, and this is only a first part. This is only like a tenth maybe of the original game. So just fucking imagine how long they might be developing like the whole game. I just, yeah, I don't. I'm so excited to just see some gameplay from part 2 and just loving every fucking second of the first part. And I haven't played the PS5 version yet. I have it, but play the DLC, and that's fucking fantastic too, even though it's only like 5 hours. Like, holy shit! You play with Yuffie? Like, wow. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what else to say. I'm just rambling now, it feels like, but it just means so much to me, and I, I'm so grateful that we got a remake, even though this is the first part only, and I can't wait what they're gonna do with the next parts, and I can't wait to see gameplay and rumors and whatever, and to play with other characters that we get, to like play with Nanaki or Red 13 as it's called, like, and to play with Yuffie and fucking Kate Sit or whatever the fuck you say, and Vincent and Sid, holy shit, and all the fucking summons you can find, and to explore the world map. How are they gonna do that? I'm so excited to find out everything because holy shit, yeah, just wow, just wow. Okay, well, now that my crazy rant is over, I hope that you enjoyed this video. I'm really happy that we did it, even though it's almost an hour longer than the first one, which is fucking crazy and really cool. And it's almost 5 a.m. here. Whatever. Um, I'm not sure if I'm gonna make any more videos for a while. I'm not sure if I'm ever gonna make another video. Who knows? Because this one hasn't, like the last video I made was 6 months ago. Sure, the videos before that was probably longer, but still, I'm not sure. I might. Right now, I live alone. My wife is in Canada. Hopefully, she comes back soon. I miss her a lot. But I'm probably gonna move to my sister soon because I have a new job. So it's gonna be tougher to like make videos, even though I want to. If I do, maybe it'll be really short ones, like 10 minutes. Maybe I'll do like reviews of stuff if I play anything, because I'm thinking that I might be playing, like start to play a lot of classic PlayStation 1 RPGs that I've never played. Like I have recently got Lunar, the first one on PS1 that was released on Sega CD, I think. So I'm probably gonna play that one. So maybe if I beat that one, if I like it, maybe I'll make a video about that. And maybe I'll make a video about the games I beat this year, even though it's way less than last year. It's like half, maybe even less. But I haven't been on a gaming mode because life hasn't been too easy. But oh well, what can you do? But anyway, we'll see what happens. I want to do videos though. Right now, I feel like I want to do videos. I was also thinking about another thing. I kind of, even though I don't love the new Marvel movies and like DC, I'm thinking that I kind of want to rewatch all the movies and maybe rank them, and maybe do a video about that. Maybe even review every movie if I ever do that. I'm not sure if I will, but it's just a thought right now. So that's a thing I'm thinking about. Maybe I'll make a video about all the Marvel movies, ranking them, or like reviewing them and ranking them, or same with DC, or like talking about games I play, or like the best games and stuff like that. We'll see what happens. I'm not sure because I won't be probably won't be living here soon. So, which I'm excited about because the job is awesome. So just a lot of new opportunities and a different city, but it's not too far away from here. So you never know what happens. But anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this fucking super long video. It's like a podcast from the Fun and Nerd group, kind of. And I know that Leo is going to enjoy this video a lot. I'm sure that Fabian and SNES Mapper and Tommy and Daniel and Corn Muffin X, and other ones that also listen to my videos and watch them, whenever I put them out, will enjoy this. And if you don't, it's still going to be here. So, you have a chance to watch it and listen to it. So, or, yeah. So, yeah, I hope you have a good holiday season, a good new year. Let's hope that 2022 won't be shit like this year, and that we get rid of this fucking bullshit virus that goes around everywhere. So I want to thank everyone for watching, and I hope you have a good time listening to this, and have a good time. So, bye. Have a good one, guys.